Malaysian player that averages to a game every 2 days or every other day. So it's really crazy right here. The pickleball hype is right here, right now, and at the heart of it at PSC, Pickle Social Club, we have the game between G and Christian. Referee briefing the players there that the referee will be calling the score for today's match. 0-0. We start with a service from Christian. Let the games begin. Off the edge of the paddle there by Mr. G, right out of the court, 1-0 to Christian. So Shane, tell us a little bit more about these paddles. We've been waiting for an answer from you, Shane.
These are our latest generation paddles that just recently launched this year. The one's edgeless. It's kind of like the Surge. And what G uses is the DBS, double backhand special. It's got a slightly longer handle, so it's more preferred for two-handed specialists. Ironically, G is a single-handed player, but he's using a DBS.
Well, I can speak to that from my own accord. I'm using the DBS myself right now, and I really do feel the swing weight being a shorter paddle, being moved to the front of the paddle, gives me a lot more control, gives me a lot more power, and the swing weight being heavier gives me, greater speed when it comes to smashing things down. So 0-1 to G right now. Catching Christian on the backhand there. Unfortunately, Christian couldn't get there in time. So 1-1 to G. Deep serve, deep return, and let's see what these guys have on them. Christian couldn't get to the ball in time, driving it right into the net. It's tough. So Shane, what's your secret? What's the training routine that you put your players through?
I don't. They do it themselves. If they train under me, I don't think they'll be as good as this.
Okay, and to all the players out there, tell us a little bit more about your Wally paddles and what's suitable for what kind of player?
We've got right now 4 different types. The Excel being the lowest, and then it goes up to the DBS, and then the Surge and the Azure is what Christian uses. It's all quite personal, so depends on what you want. I think the DBS should be one of the most popular. Because it's suited for everyone.
Okay.
Easier for everybody to play.
Yes, that is true. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, the DBS is just over 500 ringgit. So if you're looking for a pro-level paddle at not pro-level prices, I think the DBS is something you guys can all consider. Definitely unique. So enough about paddle technologies. Let's get back to the game right now. Okay, we have Christian pushing it wide on the right, and definitely not every day you play against a left-handed player. So that's definitely an advantage that left-handed players like Mr. G has. Score now, 5-1 to G. We turn our attention yet again to the differences in Duper ratings of the two players. It seems to me that G's latest Duper rating puts him right above 5. So G has a Duper rating of 5.046, whereas Christian coming in with a rating of 4.775. A 0.3 difference, and we can actually see the quality difference between the players right here. It's different playing styles. Christian being a more dynamic player, moving around the court much quicker. However, G opting for placement over power. We can see him, unfortunately, overplays there, but we can see him looking around the court before he hits every shot, looking where his opponent is, and trying to place the ball where the opponent is not. Okay, and constantly, G has been doing this time and time again, targeting the backhand of Christian. So Christian has 2 choices. He can trust his backhand or take a couple of steps back, attempt the forehand. Unfortunately, didn't succeed this time around. 6-2 to G. Backhand attack again, and it succeeds. So G has seemed to have unlocked the secret to defeating his opponent. Quick wipe of the towel before we continue with the game. So back to Shane, this KL Open, are you playing this time around?
No, I was not prepared for this.
Okay. And what kind of outcome are you expecting from the KL Open in terms of the standards of pickleball in Malaysia?
Surprisingly, the standard is pretty good. I noticed in the semifinals we had a Vietnamese guy who's in his mid 40s, played really well. G managed to beat him a little by what 11,
It was 15-11.
15-11.
Small margin.
Actually, I think when I saw the game, the guy was leading 7-2, and G just came back.
Yes, 7-2. I think that's because at the quarterfinals match, the Vietnamese guy had a little bit more rest. G's match dragged out a little bit longer because he had a tough opponent in the quarterfinals. So yeah, it did take G a little bit of time to get back into the rhythm of the game. But well, it does seem like he's controlling the game here really well. Taking a moment to just wipe the perspiration off his face as he continues his tirade of drives into the right positions. And same thing, is he going for the backhand again? And he does. Christian puts it out as predicted. And we come back here to the action with G and Christian. So let's talk a little bit about the markets in Malaysia and what's going on in schools. I think that children are taking a great liking to pickleball these days, especially with parents playing a lot more. It seems like there's a lot more support from parents having their children be playing in pickleball in school. So Shane, as a coach yourself, do you teach children's classes?
I do. At the kitchen club in Kota Damansara, we've got a bunch of kids that train over there. In fact, one of the national schools that my son goes to, Pui Chai 2 in Bandar Utama, has 2 pickleball courts. They just built 2 purpose-built pickleball courts in the school. So I think eventually they're gonna have some. They're having coaches, and they're gonna have it as a co-curricular activity. So very soon, they're gonna have a school team to play against any other school.
Lovely. So, ladies and gentlemen at home, you heard it right here from Coach Mr. Mr. Shane Lai, that they are doing pickleball in schools right now. His son's school has 2 pickleball courts built by the school. That goes to show how much support the nation is going to put behind pickleball. And oftentimes, what are the ages of your students that you'll be seeing right now?
I think they're going to start from primary 3, 4, 5, and 6 that would be playing. Generally, the ones that are a bit older in the primary 5 and 6 would be on the team. The younger ones are probably not so good. So it's just a matter of training. It's an easy sport. A lot of people play a lot. So once you start playing this like 3-4 times a week under a good coach that can help you with the fundamentals and develop proper skills, you definitely can get far. It's a much easier game to play than tennis. So it's got a
there's a less steep learning curve, would you say?
Definitely.
Okay, so yes, again, good tips for those of you who are watching from abroad. Primary 6 refers to 12-year-olds, 5 would be 11-year-olds. So we are seeing children with the likes of 9 to 12 years old picking up the sport intensively, schools building courts for it. And well, I think we're going to see pickleball hopefully in the Olympics by the year 2032, aren't we?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, go now, back with us to the game. Okay, 9-6. Christian put it into the net, so now G leads with 10-6. Whoever reaches 11 first, we're going to have a turnover. Turnover with a change of court. Alright, and Christian seems to be a little bit overpowered, especially with G selecting the left hand all the time. Unforced error there by G, rolling it right into the net. Side out, 6-10 to Christian. So Christian has been a passionate pickleballer. How did you first meet him, Shane?
Well, I think I know Christian's dad, Bunzo, pretty well for many years. And Christian has been always playing tennis. Surprisingly, both these guys are national tennis players in their youth. And I think tennis players tend to pick up the sport and get better at it a lot faster than any other badminton or squash player.
Well, definitely seems like the fundamentals are what these two are doing a lot of. Oh wow, that was an amazing save there by Christian. A double-legged slide, almost lost his balance, popping it up. Unfortunately, G smashed it right into the net, and he's calling for a timeout now to cool his nerves, calm right down. All right, timeout for the boys as they recollect their thoughts, figure out the match against their opponents. And yeah, I'm seated right on the bench with the two of them. It's a interesting situation right now that we have. Score now is 10-8, 8-10. Yeah, score now is 8-10 with G leading, Christian trailing just by 2 points. And as Christian said early on, it'll be a close match, and I agree entirely with him. Right, so as both players catch their breath, figure out their strategy, it seems like during the first half of the match, when G was attempting to target the backhand of Christian, it seemed to be really effective in gaining quite a number of points. I think at least 7 or 8 points were gained out of the backhand of Christian. So both players right now are getting back on court as they prepare to fight the rest of this battle. The finals here at the KL Open, proudly sponsored by Alliance Bank and live streamed by Baseline Technologies. An overhead ball there by G. Closing the score in, Christian at 9-10. It does seem that G is swapping out his technologies, pushing his tactics. Pushing his opponent left, right. You know, and I'm pretty sure Christian seems to have the legs to keep up with the pace of the game right here. Another backhand attack, unfortunately, just put out by G in this case. Christian saves the point back, side out. 9-10. Back to Christian. And Shane, tell us a little bit more how you encountered G.
I think we were playing in Subang Jaya.
Ball in. Sorry, Shane, back to your story.
G's from Subang Jaya, so I played in some groups over there. I see him playing there quite regularly. So I've known him for over a year. He just loves the sport. I think he plays it a lot more. He's coaching a lot, and fantastic guy that loves to play.
Yeah, wow.
Can I sit down, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So an out ball by Christian. We're now tied up at 10 points apiece. And hey, Christian, you predicted it right here. Huh? It's going to be a really close match, catching up point by point. Every point matters. Every point counts. So yeah, you guys can hear Christian panting here in the background. Yep. And we're calling here for a medical timeout by referee Tony.
13.
All right. G, anything you want to say to your fans and students? Oh, no. He's catching his breath. All good. Totally tuned in on the game. 10 apiece. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a medical timeout here right now. Both players are resting, taking a little bit of a pause. Shane, what happened on court?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. Hang on. Tony, referee Tony, could you explain to our viewers there at home what's the current situation and why a timeout was called for?
A timeout was called for when there's an injury. So timeout will be 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we'll see whether the player can continue or not.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen at home, this timeout is specifically known as a medical timeout.
Yes, which is
All right.
15 minutes.
It's 15 minutes long during this tournament. Score right now is really close. Christian's 1 point up, leading by 1 point, 11-10. Right, and we see both players trying their best. You know, age is definitely not a factor for these two guys right here. Right? And yeah, as we turn our attention to G again. All right, it seems it's a little bit of a muscle issue with his left quadriceps. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll get back to you shortly after this medical timeout. So hang in tight right there. Okay, let us entertain you guys a little bit more while the players are taking their break. It seems that G has some slight problem with the left hamstring right here. Will he be able to pull through? He's just 1 point behind Christian right now. At all really close at 11-10 to Christian. Shane, do you have a few encouraging words for your players here?
I don't know. I think G played a lot. I think his match against the Vietnamese was really taxing because it was so close. Christian had it a little bit easier in his semifinals. So I think taking its toll, G is a good 5-6 years older than Christian. So it is a bit more taxing for him.
But hey, ladies and gentlemen, these guys are well midway and well into their 30s, playing the 19 plus category. So here's an encouragement and shout out to all the youngsters out there. You know, you guys should really come out here tonight, battle it out, and hopefully we'll see more action and more excitement in the following tournaments to come. Yeah. All right, the third, fourth placing match is still going on very strongly, underway on the court right next to us. And it's between Trung from Vietnam and Shabil from Malaysia. So I see Shabil wearing a purple Reskills t-shirt. And Reskills is a digital platform for digital learning. So on that platform, you'll probably be able to see and learn many things. And so they have got many sign-ups from instructors and students. And Shabil just took yet another point. And the score line between Shabil and Trung is 15 to Shabil, 20 to Trung. It is an extremely tight fight.
15-20.
All right, we have 15-20 to Shabil. And let's see who will take the medal, the third place medal.
Side out.
Okay, side out. It was an in ball. Side out to Trung, 2015.
20-15.
Okay, that was an interestingly placed ball by both players. Shabil saves match point yet again by the hair. So Shabil's really putting in his best, yeah. 15-20. Verifying the scores there by Shabil, 15-20. So, ladies and gentlemen, at home, we have about 8 minutes more before the game resumes. It appears that G, fortunately, has not suffered from any injuries, just the good old cramps. The good old cramps from working too hard. So, as we let the players rest up here, okay, and we pray that the tension in their muscles ease up. and they will continue the match. Oh, it's got 7-1, right?
Nào mua thêm cho em Bulgari nữa nào ơi.
We're so far behind. It's still 6-2 on the screen. Can I refresh? Ladies and gentlemen, as we see on screen here, Christian has just gotten up from his stretching routine. Can't cool down too much here. Not too much. It's a 15-minute break. And just off camera, G is having a little banter with Shane about not supposedly playing his right category. He wouldn't be facing all these cramp issues if he wasn't playing the 19 plus and stuck to his own age category. But hey, what's life without a challenge, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah. So yeah. Thank you very much to the medics at Set Care. Is it Set Care?
AR ambulance.
Okay, AR ambulance. Okay, and the medics here are getting our players back in shape. Yeah, very well thought out by the organizers to stand by medics at an event like this, so that our players get their due care as we play more and more intense games. We expect injury. Of course, we're not hoping for it. Shane, tell me about your experience of injuries.
Oh, I've seen quite a bit myself. ACL torn. I've got a pretty bad accident from a motorcycle. Tragic accident. Well, 11, 12 years ago. So yeah, so I don't move as well as these guys. Of course, I'm a good 15 years older than G.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
All of us
Yeah.
the age card here. We need the whole people category.
Yes. Maybe we have KL Master soon, huh?
I hope so.
Okay, referee Tony calling for last minute of break time. Okay, as players swap sides. Okay, the finals is continuing. Okay, and we've got a really strong show here. Okay, we have medic by the name of.
Izaham from AR ambulance.
We have Izaham from AR ambulance. So you've massaged G's legs just now. Can you tell me, based on your experience, how was the tension in his muscles?
Can I speak in Malay?
Boleh. How was the tension in muscles?
Muscle dekat dia punya paha dan dia punya betis. So cramping lah sebab dia terlalu overuse lah. So
Overuse.
daripada awal tadi sampai sekarang kan, so di final, so ada dengan lawan yang lebih hebat.
Yeah.
Yang bukan lebih hebat, sama hebat.
So cramping is because
Yeah.
tak minum cukup air.
Ya, perlu ada plate yang lebih.
Mhm.
Lepas tu pun kena ada pergerakan lagi.
Okay.
Okay lah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh well, medic. It seems like your massage work. G, has just scored a side out. Score now 10-12 to G. Okay, let's get back to the action. It seems like both players are back on. G is back on track. It doesn't seem like he had a cramp 15 minutes ago. 11-12 to G. Out ball. Just out. Side out. 12-11 Christian. And that was in. Well in. And interestingly, it was to the forehand of G. Just couldn't get there in time. Point to Christian. 13-11. Let's go. Backhand attack again. That worked. Massive pop-up. Simple put away by G. To the far side of the court. Side out. 11-13. So let's turn our attention to the audience here right now. Everyone is silent. No one is cheering. Everybody is just watching the game intensely. And I think everyone knows what's going to go down tonight. One of the best games, the 19 plus. Or is it the 30 plus, Shane?
They are 30s, but they played. This is the highest category for them.
Okay, the highest category. So the 19 plus played by a bunch of 30 pluses. Yeah. Yeah, and scores getting tight again. All right, point by G. Score now 13-13. All tied up. Okay, let's see what serve G uses. He uses again the deep topspin serve. Unfortunately caught by the net right there. As he exclaims, "Ayo!" But the crowd's there to cheer him. Next point. 13 all. And that was out. That was put far out as G was attempting to put it again to the backhand of Christian. 14-13. Tapped out by G. Christian gets another point. 15-13. Despite the medical timeout, it seems like G's legs are wearing a little bit thin in terms of energy. He can't get to positions like he did before, as we saw during the semi-finals and the first half of the finals. He's going to take a lot of grit and a lot of clenching to fight through the pain and to manage the muscles. Score now 16-13. Sliced right into the net by Christian, side out for 13-16. G to serve. So Shane, tell us a bit about yourself. How long have you been playing pickleball? And what was your inspiration?
I think I started close to 2 years already. August 2023. Picked it up because it's quite something my sister asked me to play just for fun. It's quite easy to play.
Yeah. Your sister asked you to play it. Interesting. What does your sister play?
My sister is a golf professional. She coaches golf in Singapore.
Okay.
And she also coaches tennis. So just a bunch of friends from Singapore because she lives there. Got her to play, and then she asked me to play, and then I started playing.
All right. So a huge shout out to Shireen Lai. If you're hearing this live stream from Baseline down in KL today, your brother's speaking about you as his inspiration to start pickleball, and you guys have definitely gone a long way in the pickleball scene. As they battle it out now, 15-15. Timeout by Christian. 15-15. All right, things are getting close. Things are getting exciting. Okay, players take a rest on the bench. Right, and this time around, G needs some muscle spray to the forearms. So it seems those drives are really taking a toll on him. So let's warm up those arms. Let's get the players ready. Weather here today at Pickle Social Club is clear. And skies are completely empty, and if you take a look up, you might be able to see some stars. Right? Couldn't have asked for better weather today. Well, thank God. And also, the crowd here, they have been really supportive. You know, and many of them right now have been here since the morning. Huge shout out here to referee Tony. So referee Tony actually won the mixed doubles 50 plus silver medalist. Mixed doubles 50 plus silver medalist this morning, and he's here offering his services as a referee to the finals in the 19 plus men's open singles match. Mistake there by G, popping up a little bit too high for Christian, and was an easy get, simple put away. No force required, just placement. Okay. They continue the game. Score now 16-15 to Christian. So back to our medic. How important is water to our athletes?
Water will prevent from daripada dia dapat dehidrasi. Kekurangan air lah. So dia perlukan air untuk tambahkan
Electrolyte.
balance balik lah.
So what's the difference between just drinking normal water and our athletes here getting electrolytes?
Semua water memberi electrolyte yang baik lah. So, apa-apa jenis water pun boleh lah.
Okay.
Tak ada masalah.
Okay.
Jadi kena ambil water banyak untuk sebab dah kurangkan.
So what is a favorite drink for athletes here in Malaysia?
100 plus.
100 plus. Alright, so 100 plus seems to be a favorite drink out here for all the athletes. They're packed full of electrolytes, and that will be athlete favorite today. G's legs just couldn't carry him to the ball this time around. He's calling for another timeout. Yeah, take a break, stretch out, hopefully feel a little bit better. Okay, more muscle spray perhaps. So Tony, back with you. Action is intense today.
Yep.
So as a referee these days, what are some of the things that really keen to look out for, and what are some of the common faults that players are making these days?
Well, actually, is when you're tired, the unforced errors will come in. Right. So they are both driving down the line, very sharp.
Yep.
And it's really draining.
Okay.
So you got to be super fit for singles.
Oh yes, definitely. I see both players running up and down the court, left and right, non-stop. Yes. How much more time do we have on this timeout?
15 seconds.
Okay, 15 seconds to go. We'll let referee Tony get back to position, and the players are back out on court once again. Score now 19-15. Okay, Christian leading. Out ball by G. It's very close. 20-15. I think we saw a similar score line in the third, fourth placing match. And let's see how this works. Okay, Christian puts it just wide of G. Okay, unfortunately G was unable to pull it off. The muscles didn't seem to be able to carry him through today. And that concludes our match here. Okay, well done G, well done Christian. A really good job to both of you guys. Thanks. Well done. Anything you want to say to your fans at home?
That was tough, but it was worth it.
Okay. Thank you, Christian, as we let him go ahead and catch his breath. So that's all for tonight. Okay, done? Okay.
When she finished the match, it stops. Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah. I think
I'll upload it to YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. It's weirder when you hear your own voice. Oh, you can. The voice is clear. Yeah. The mic's good. Yeah. Yeah, I'll upload it.